Happy Canada Day!
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 Happy Canada Day for us!
Happy Canada Day!
Happy Canada Day!
Happy Canada Day!
Happy Canada Day!
Oh, Happy Canada Day!
Well, Happy Canada Day!
Happy Canada Day!
Happy Canada Day!
Happy Canada Day!
今天的加拿大日 ，Burnaby Village Museum 将揭幕座具有深刻意义的艺术置墙 The Wall。这是座全部由冰砖构建的装置，旨在通过艺术的媒介激发公众对历史的思考。在 Burnaby 市政府对百年排华法案道歉并寻求和解的这历史时刻，艺术装置墙以它独特的存在，不仅强调了由于误解所造成的隔阂，更象征了通过理解和接纳，这些看似坚固的社会壁垒也能慢慢融化，最终消失。这个由Burnaby华裔市议员王北进倡议并推进的计划，得到了3级政府和社会各界的全响应。当下午2点的仪式上，Burnaby代市长Councillor Pietro Calendino 代表市级政府对华社区表示道歉，并寻求和解。这座艺术装置是灵感源于历史上的柏林墙，象征着由种族和化误解和歧视所造成的看不到的社会隔阂。
How? My name is Raj Chauhan. I'm the MLA for Burnaby Edmonds and the Speaker of the Legislative Assembly of British Columbia. On behalf of our government and the Premier David Eby, I bring greetings to each and every one of you and wishing you all very happy Canada Day. Today we are standing in front of an ice wall of 10 meters long. Each meter represents a decade of discrimination. The Chinese Exclusive Act was passed in 1923, 100 years ago. Since then, the injustice, the discrimination against Chinese fellows was just immense. Similarly, the injustice was also here in Canada for thousands of years against Indigenous people who lived here for that long. And other nations like South Asians, Japanese have gone through the discrimination. Today we are celebrating Canada was not like as it is today many years ago. People suffered through lots of discrimination and injustice. So we are pledging today, standing together to make sure we fight against racism, we fight against injustice. That's the way to keep Canada strong and very inclusive and democratic. So let's wish each other a happy Canada Day.
Hi everyone, how are you? My name is Ann Kang and I'm the MLA for Burnaby Deer Lake as well as the Minister for Municipal Affairs and Immigration. Today we are here at Burnaby Deer Lake celebrating Canada Day, but as well reflecting on the injustices of the past as being Canadians. And today we embrace our past, but we also look forward. Behind me is the wall made of ice. And what that signifies is the wall was built up to keep people out of Canada. But as the sun is melting the ice today, we see the wall melting, we see the wall breaking down, and there will be no wall at the end of the day. And that's what Canada is. We want Canada to be inclusive, we want everyone to be part of this, and we know the exclusionary act of the Chinese-Canadian Act in the past was a wrongdoing. We also recognize that the residential schools in the past was also a wrongdoing. We want to be inclusive, and this is what Canada is. My blood runs my body runs the blood of my hardworking immigrant families, but my heart pounds the love for Canada. Happy Canada Day, everyone.
My name's Janet Rutledge. I'm the MLA for Burnaby North. I also chair the Government Women's Caucus, and for the first time in our history, there are more women in the Government Caucus than there are men. I'm also Parliamentary Secretary for Labour. And I just want to say a couple words about what today means to me in this year. I first of all want to acknowledge that we are gathered here on the ancestral unceded territory of the Hukkamayman and Squamish-speaking people. And every time I make that land acknowledgement, I remind myself that all the rest of us are newcomers to Canada. And it doesn't matter whether our people came 200 years ago, as did mine, 20 years ago or 2 years ago, we are all newcomers and all deserve to be treated the same. And for me, what that means is having to relearn the history that I was taught in school about what what the history of Canada is and who founded Canada. For me, that's what today means. And so I less want to celebrate what I learned about Canada growing up. Rather, what I want to do is celebrate the kind of Canada that we can create together going forward. One that is more equal, more just, and more inclusive. Thank you.
The wall behind me means that wall create barriers between people, between societies, between countries, and this happens to be a wall that will be melting in the sun, and that symbolizes that when the wall, the barriers which are symbolized by the wall come down, then everybody can work together in harmony and be equal and inviting and without any discrimination.
大家好，我是本纳比市议员王北进。今天呢，我们在我们的这个加拿大日的庆祝的场地，我们的本纳比乡村博物馆，举行了这样的一个庆祝的活动。同时呢，我们刚好有本地的艺术家呢，在这边呢建立了一个以冰做的一个冰墙。那这个呢是为了今年呢是排华法100周年的纪念日，本纳比呢也做了一个就是说和我们华裔社区做和解的这样的一个计划。那找出我们在过去100多年里面来。在本纳比市有关歧视于华人的这样政策，进而呢找出和解的方案，向我们华人社区呢做出道歉。那这个的艺术的这个展示呢，就是体现了这样的一个共筑未来这样的一个愿景，那是非常非常的有意义的。所以呢，今天也成了我们在国庆日活动的这样的一个非常重要的这样一个部分。那我们也借此机会呢，也祝我们的国庆日快乐，也祝我们的社区呢更加和谐，更加美好。
财富管理，同时也热艺术化与社区进步，推动社区和谐和进步。
好，我是明卓财富的创始人 Amanda。这一次的活动呢，实际上是我们冠名赞助。
我是 Steven， 明卓财富的创始人。今天我们非常荣幸能参加这个 The Wall 装置艺术的揭幕仪式，在 Burnaby。其实作为中国人，我们都能看到这个装置作品，它背后所表达的这个深厚的历史意义。那么从这个装置，我们可以看到它的融化、消失，我们都能体会到中国的社区在从上百年来，慢慢的进入加拿大社会，然后逐渐的我们自己的发展以及和社区的融入，一步一步到达今天这个情形。其实和历史上我们很多的先辈，他们的辛苦的付出，甚至是鲜血，都牢不可分的。那么作为我们作为一家深耕本地社区的财富管理公司，非常荣幸能够在这个历史的进程中做出我们微薄的力量。
本次活动是加拿大各级政府向华社区道歉的各重要步骤，也是全社区共同推动社区和谐的举措。希望这个计划能成为各公众的教育平台，让更多的了解到这段历史，感受到艺术的魅力，实现社区的进步和和谐。酷天主播静静报道。